Hello, BookTube. You know, one of the things I like to watch most on BookTube are unboxing videos. It's like vicarious Christmas to watch somebody rip open a package they just got in the mail without knowing what's in it ahead of time. We see that every week on Thomas's channel, SFF 180, and I've seen it on a bunch of other channels. But I always assumed I would never be able to make such a video because they require editing. Otherwise, you've got tons of dead time where you're just opening packages on camera. But I thought today I would give it a try because you've all been so patient with me over the last couple of months. And this morning's UPS delivery at 10 was generous. But this afternoon's mail truck delivery was not. There were only 4 packages in that delivery. So I still made my quota of 10 to 15 books a day. But since that shipment was so small, I thought I might try opening it on camera, right? So that we could see what's in it together. So I thought I'd start off right away. As I've mentioned before on these videos, I get books under 2 different umbrellas. Managing editor of Open Letters Monthly, and the U.S. and worldwide editor of the indie branch of the Historical Novel Review online. And I can always tell, you know, which of those 2 categories these books are going to come under. So the first one clearly says HNS 180. So let's see what this is. This is coming to me from Phoenix, Arizona. Let's see what this is. It's a novel called Longing for Home by Lisa Wayman. Longing for Home by Lisa Wayman. A little bit tricky to do with the sunlight here. And let's see here. It's 17-year-old Irina clutches all of her belongings, waiting to be processed through Ellis Island in 1892. We've all been there, haven't we? She hopes for a better life than she had as a Slovenian maid. Life in America is difficult and unsettling, she thinks. I had the sensation of disintegrating. I felt myself in little pieces. Was I Slovene, American, or maybe even Irish, Catholic or pagan? For a moment I wasn't even sure if I were male or female. I felt myself dissolving into mountains and the fresh blue sky. And the author includes a very nice letter and a press sheet. Wonderful. All the boxes ticked. Totally professional behavior, and it's also a lovely looking book. So that will go on the pile for HNS. Next one is Mainstream, and it's like the postal mice have been in it already. Let's finish the job for them. See what's in here. This is This is the finished copy of The Long Weekend by Adrian Tinniswood, which is a study of life in an English country house from 1918 to 1939. It was rather I think I got the ARC of this and just ignored it because I believe that I read a bit into it and thought, well, not only does it have the same title as the famous book by Robert Graves, but it's the same book. So, you know, why wouldn't I just read the one by Robert Graves? Which I now realize isn't fair. Books can be called anything in the world. It's all a question of content. So let's see here. As World War I draws to a close, change reverberated through the halls of an English country home. As the sun set slowly on the British Empire, the shadows lengthened on the lawns of 1,000 stately homes. Okay. All right, you Downton Abbey fans, you'd be lining up at the servants' entrance, please. In The Long Weekend, historian Adrian Tinniswood introduces us to the tumultuous, scandalous, and glamorous history of English country houses between the world wars. Okay, so more than likely it will not be anything shocking, but it's still a great story, so I will read it this time instead of only glancing at it. All right, next one, as you can tell, is an HNS submission, so this is yet another indie book. These openings aren't taking too much time. Nice big thing. This is the Jossing Affair. Look at that. Huh? By J.L. Oakley. Very nice cover. The cover also has one of those coveted, they don't often mean much, but one of those coveted gold stickers. This one says Chaucer Awards, the Chanticleer Writing Competition, first in category. Nice. So let's see. It's the author is J.L. Oakley, who, when not writing, demonstrates her 19th century pioneer life and nurtures plants in her garden. Let's see here. British trained Norwegian intelligence agent Tora Haugland is a Jossing, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, a patriot, sent to a fishing village on Norway's west coast to set up a line to receive weapons and agents from England via the Shetland bus. Posing as a deaf fisherman, his mission is complicated when he falls in love with Anna Fromm, a German widow. Accused of betraying her husband, she has a young daughter and secrets of her own. Although the Allies have liberated France, the most zealous Nazis hang on in Norway, sending out agents to disembowel resistance groups. If Haugland fails, it could cost him his life and the lives of the fishermen who have joined him. When Haugland is betrayed and left for dead, he will have to find the ones who betrayed him and destroyed his network. He will also have to prove that the one he loves was not the informer. In wartime, love and trust are not always compatible. All right, so you see the two elements there that any editor has to suss out right away. The first one, as you could tell, there's some lazy writing here. There's and also, where did I see it? It's something that drives me crazy. A dangling clause. Where is it here? Yeah, posing as a deaf fisherman. His mission is complicated. His mission is not posing as a deaf fisherman. But on the other hand, the other side of that equation, it's a fascinating time period and subject. It could be fantastic. So let's see what this author has to say to me. And it's nothing at all. This author has merely sent her book. Not a hello, not a how are you. And also, just from a practical state of affairs, no contact information. I have no idea how to let this person know their book is even here. I don't know this author, of course, at all, and I will do my due diligence, but I am 100% certain that she would not have treated the book this way if she were sending it to the fiction reviewer for the New York Times. I don't get that. Even to strangers, I send a letter. But here we go. Here's the last one, and this is not open. This is not historical novel review. This is a mainstream novel. Let's see what this is. Timothy Garton Ash, Free Speech: 10 Principles in a Connected World. I think I got an ARC of this and did not read it. Never in human history has there been such opportunity for freedom of expression. That's absolutely true. Even all throughout what you hear of as communist hellhole countries, every single person has a cell phone. Any one of us with internet access can publish almost anything we like and potentially reach an audience of millions. And never has there been a time when the evils of unlimited speech, violent intimidation, gross violations of privacy, all sorts of abuse, have flowed so easily across frontiers and across the globe. In Free Speech, Timothy Garton Ash argues that in this connected world we need more and also better free speech. We are less like a global village than like a city, he contends, a cosmopolis that brings diverse people and ideas into constant, rapid contact and conflict. To create a peaceful, flourishing world, we must strive across all cultural divides to agree on how we should disagree. Okay. All right. Well, I will certainly read this, but I'm sure that I'm not the only one who heard that description and thought the author is inching his way up to limiting free speech, which must be resisted at all costs. In all guises, no matter how civilized or articulate. This guy is a prize-winning author of 9 previous books of political writing, and he is the Isaiah Berlin Professorial Fellow at St. Anthony's College, University of Oxford. So I wish I could say that assaults on basic human freedoms don't come from such exalted precincts, but of course that's most often where they come from. But we'll see. We'll see. I haven't read it, so I will read it. And there you go. That is 4. I'm still trying to navigate the light here. 4 books that came in the mail shipment this afternoon. 2 historical novels, self-published, and both of them look really good. One did write by me as a person, the other did not. 1 history and 1 social study. A nice balance. to round out the day because I won't get any other mail today. So there you go. That was my first unboxing. Let me know if it was too unwieldy. I won't do it again if you didn't like it. But I wanted to try it. So I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, BookTube.